Hey everybody, I'm Cameron Porter with Guns Explained. I am here today reviewing the Mantis Blackbeard, which is a really cool piece of kit that I'm excited to go over. Now Mantis, they sent us a box of different products, and it's 3 different products, and we're doing a separate review video for each one of them. So yes, we did receive this product from Mantis. They are not paying us for this review or anything like that, but they did provide the products free of charge for us to review. So disclaimer there. But what the Blackbeard is, it is a dry fire training system specifically for the AR-15 platform. So what it comes with is this little guy, who's kind of little, I suppose, replacement for a bolt carrier group inside your AR-15, and then this, it replaces the magazine. What this actually is a battery which powers this little trigger resetter guy thingy-majig, so that when you pull the trigger, so what this allows you to do essentially is dry fire without having to charge between each trigger pull. So it's much more effective, or the idea behind it is that it's going to be much more effective when you're training with it, because your muscle memory will be able to actually grow and progress while you're dry firing and not just live firing. So that's the general idea there. And what it will also do is shoot out a little laser. So it's also a laser sight, essentially, where it'll shoot out a little laser when you fire, just long enough for you to see where you hit, or approximately where you hit. Now, we'll see how accurate that laser is. You know, inside this is we'll be using a Smith & Wesson M&P 15 for this review. But it should operate fairly similarly in the vast majority of AR-15 variants. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So the way it goes in, you just pull out your BCG and your charging handle, and this slides in just like that, and then ta-da, you are done. Yeah. Boom, you're done. So that's in there like that, and then the magazine, that goes in like that. It doesn't have the same, ooh, did you hear that? That was awesome. Okay, so it is in place, in position. So theoretically, all I should have to do is get in my stance, set up. We've got a target about just 5 yards away because we're indoors and we're doing what we can do. And we'll see how that, got to put on the pew. Here we go. All right, set. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's really fun. So, all right, so full disclosure, we put it in and we tested it just for a couple of shots outside because we wanted to see how it was going to do outside. It was daylight, but we were in the shade, but you could see it very bright. You could see it nice and bright from about 10 yards away. You could still see the laser outside in the shade, and I even pointed the laser at about 15 yards away at some rocks. And looking through my scope, I could see it very clearly. I could see the point of impact very clearly. But that was the first time just now that I actually tried, shooting as fast as I might with live fire. So that was actually really fun. It kind of feels like airsoft. So it is bright enough to shoot outside, which is really nice. However, it does work with the Laser Academy app from Mantis. So it works with the Laser Academy app that tracks it. The app will actually, if you set your phone up next to the target, it will use the camera and it will track where your shots hit. It'll detect the laser and track where your shots hit. The laser is not bright enough for the app to detect the laser shots outdoors, but it is indoors, of course. But it's not outdoors, so if you're trying to do that outdoors, not going to work. But if you're doing any other kind of close range shooting outdoors with it, you're in good luck. So what really appeals to me about this is that I'm one of those crazy people that actually uses or has my AR-15 prepped for home defense. So I have it prepped as a home defense weapon. I've got hollow point rounds for it. I've got my LPVO 1-4x scope with the illuminated reticle on it. I've got my, my tactical little front handle there. Everything so that I've designed it so I can use it for home defense. So what's fantastic about this is I can put this system in, and I can put my kids to bed, and while they're asleep, I can run live drills in my house, or as if live, I should say. I can run as if live drills in my house, down my stairs, with actual trigger pulls, seeing where the laser's hitting, and everything through my entire defense strategy, so that I actually can do what I might be required to do should I ever need to defend the inside of my home. So that's what really appeals to me about this system. And frankly, it's really good at it. Now, we haven't stress tested the battery, so I don't know exactly how many trigger pulls it's good for. It charged relatively quickly. We took it out of the box. It came about 30%, 33% of the way charged. We charged it to a little over half. We've been shooting with it all evening, pulling the trigger here and there. Haven't had any problems yet. I don't know what the battery life's going to be like. Now, one thing I did notice on mine, and this is not surprising at all, but the laser does shoot out about, even at only this distance of 5, maybe 6, 7 tops, maybe 8, maybe 9, just kidding, yards. At this distance, the laser is already several inches below where the point of impact would actually be, because I have zeroed my scope. So keep that in mind. So the laser isn't going to be a perfect representation of where your shots are going to hit, but as long as you know how far off it is, you can extrapolate that and figure that out and make sure and know about where you're going to be hitting. So it's a really simple product to understand. It's the simplest probably of the 3 products, because the Laser Academy, the little Laser Academy that we reviewed, it's fairly simple too, but it only is really particularly useful with the app, and the app is kind of complicated. But so very simple stuff. I love it. I would totally recommend it. It's a fantastic product, and I will be using it a lot now that I have one. So thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions about the Blackbeard, feel free to ask them in the comments. If we don't know the answer, we can probably find the answer. We like to do that. So yeah, thank you, and we'll see you in our next video.